guys. They say to never start by saying hey guys, but I keep doing it, so I have to kind of be careful. But yeah, I mean, it's Monday. What day? It's this 22nd, and it's like what, 5:24. I just made like a video, and it was about how like we have to feel, truly feel, especially if you have some sort of mental, physical, any type of pain. You really have to feel. And when you're in pain, you actually tend to obviously like avoid, but sometimes you think you're doing the work, but you're not stopping to feel. And what does that look like? It looks like taking a day for yourself, but not for others, or not to escape like doing like unhealthy stuff. Like if you want to have your little weed, if you want to do a little something, but like do it in nature, do it alone. It's being comfortable being alone too when you're in pain, and remembering that you're worthy, and that you don't have to like sink low vibrationally and be like others that you might actually have like something against, because they might not understand you. Maybe it's your support system. It takes a specific type of strength to ignore that and be the bigger person, and kind of like go back to self and kind of rely on self, versus expecting, if you already know how it is with these type of people, but it's gonna hurt more. Are you comfortable hurting a little bit more to then like build true resilience and strength and doing what's best for you? Or you rather like never even feel it, and then feel it a bunch, and you have built nothing? No resilience, no experience, no nothing, no knowledge of self. So I think it's very important when it comes to that. And like I said, if you're always on the go because you want to avoid, or maybe not feel, or think you're doing what needs to be done, and oh, you're strong and stuff, you probably are. But are you also like taking a break to think about what you want, or what you your body wants, what you want, like as you, your brain, or whatever, like your personality, your spirit, but also what does your body wants? And you have to kind of combine both, or at least do compromises when it comes to doing for the mind or doing for the body. And when you do a little bit of both, because you do need to work on the spirit and physical, you will slowly heal, or slowly be better, or like even channel more what you need to do, or what you think is needed to be done, or to achieve happiness, but fulfillment. And also, guys, happiness doesn't mean pleasure. Like, I think people know that, but they don't know that happiness is something and pleasure is something. Pleasure is dopamine driven, and happiness is serotonin driven. So it's two different things, two different hormones. And it's fine to seek a little bit of like pleasure here and there, but you have to remember, that's why when you like go sleep around, or take a bunch of drugs, or self-sabotage, or do all these things, you never, the person never ends up being happy at the end. They end up still suffering. And like they say, we're always suffering, but just pick your poison, pick what you want to suffer in, you know what I mean? So yeah, like, it's, once again, it comes back to strength, to self-actualize in a non-selfish way, but in a more like developing mentally, spiritually, physically, and also once in a while remembering that to not let the ego take credit for that, because once the ego does, guys, all the work you did isn't like in the trash, but it kind of is dormant, and now it's like your prefrontal cortex that's kind of like storing all the information and just like kind of flexing to vulgarize it. Flexing. So it's all frontal vortex, like your brain. I said frontal vortex. Frontal cortex, that's what I mean. But it makes sense both ways. Then you're in the knowledge, you're in the repetition of knowledge, and then you kind of stop doing it for the physical. Let's come back to the physical. You have to do both because they all rely on each other. Your brain may know best, but to feed it back, you have to go through the body too, not just like thoughts or, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. No, you have to feed it, and feeding it like heat, water, nutrient, air, and like making it rest, right? So sleep, taking care of it, all that stuff, stretching, and then you channel better. But anyways, to come back to the beginning of the video, none of that can be done if you actually do not take the time and like go back to, I like to go during the summer, it really heals me, but I have to go alone in nature, going back to earth, but I have to stay hours alone and not talking to like making phone calls and stuff. I think live is different, but like making phone calls, talking to a bunch of people, no, you go alone. And and it has to be hot and sunny. You need to feel the air, you need to be by water, and you breathe. And if you need a little bit of weed or shroomies or whatever, I'm not like telling you to go do that. Do not take my words for it, because hello. But if you need to do whatever, like go do whatever, but in sync with knowing why you're here, right? So like I said, go back to what, like, it's gonna hurt, you're gonna be in pain, and you still have to like distract, but distracting by doing something for you, not for your wallet, not for your landlord, not for family, not for looks, for you, like. And there isn't gonna be a medal for that. Remember, it's rewards that are, the rewards, they don't come in forms of gold coins and stuff. Like, it'd be nice, it happens for some people, they're like, oh, I got better and then everything changed and now I'm a billionaire and everyone's healed and like I'm doing all this charity and I'm like saving the planet. That's amazing, that's goals. But let's come back to regular stuff, like regular people. You're gonna get rewarded by gaining a little bit more confidence, a little bit more self-awareness if you don't have any, and if you already do have that, you're gonna feel it more in assertiveness and respect, and not having patience for anything that's beneath you or disrespecting you, or like when it's not for you, you're not gonna be like, oh, maybe, no, I don't know, maybe. No, it's gonna be an instinct no. Like, you know, not just what you're worth, but what you represent. You don't have to say yes to everything and everyone. You don't even have to say yes to your subconscious and conscious. That's like, oh my God, let's go do this. It would be fun. It will be fun. But maybe it's like old habits and you know it's not fun. So that part of you shut it down. It's not just when it comes to people. It's like a muscle, right? It's a muscle that you're going to train to always choose what's actually best for you from a non-egotistical way. At least the like less than egotistical, I guess. And rather like you're parenting yourself, but it's not easy because sometimes you do know what to do, but once again, you might be rushing too much, you might be too busy mentally, you might be like too consumed with all types of like pain or stuff. Like I said, it could be like spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, but like it's mandatory and crucial that, like, especially if you live somewhere warm, or if it's summer like today, you like just go and like kind of not tell anyone anything, and you just kind of disconnect for real. And yeah, like just think a lot. But anyways, I can ramble for hours. Thank you for staying. I'm gonna keep soaking up that beautiful heat and see y'all, I guess. I go on live here and there, y'all know. Have a good day. Peace, y'all.